Happy birthday, dear Aaron. Me.
Every writer and every artist, no matter what age, a veteran of the comic book industry for 30 years, I'm a writer, I'm an artist, and this sucks.
Tonight's episode, Beware the Dog.
Don't start! We haven't left yet!
She cooks nothing but chuck wagons, stew, and her name is Minerva. Ouch! She's the flower of the devoured goats.
Oh, things children watch these days.
I know.
Hi, guys.
I just love those clips. I haven't been able to play them in a while.
Why?
Well, because it always says, and here's Aaron and Shelley, and then I kind of want to go right into us, but then I thought, the heck with it. I'm going to play Drip Along Daffy and
do it.
Open to the Wild Wild West. And now I'm going to say hello, everybody. It's
Hi.
Aaron Live. I am Aaron. This is Shelley Showtime, and we are ready to rock and roll here on the 8th, the day after my birthday. Just saying.
You feeling it?
I'm feeling it.
Feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Are you feeling it? No. What a tremendously huge show we have. We've got so much stuff packed in. I'm afraid I might forget something. It's possible.
Did you make a list?
I kind of put a couple things here that I was afraid I might forget.
Well,
so I put them on there.
20 years ago, you would have done that.
No. I have learned from you over the ages.
Yep.
To be prepared. I'm like a Boy Scout. Always be prepared. Get organized. Make a list.
And change your underwear.
And change my underwear.
Comes up with this
almost daily.
Almost.
Well, isn't that what your mom always used to say? Make sure you clear your underwear on in case you get in a car accident, right? Isn't what they always used to say?
My mom didn't.
My mom said that. Somebody's mom said
Somebody's mom, because somebody said once that somebody's mom said that.
Make sure you put clean underwear on in case you get in an accident.
Nothing's more embarrassing.
Well, right, because you don't want to go to the hospital with, unclean underwear. Let's just put it that way.
Well, it was probably clean before the accident. As far as an accident.
Could be. Anyway, this is what a great conversation. We're rolling already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's see who's here. Stippling Vaughn. I know Stippling was not the first one in the house, but he gets the recognition because he's the only one left on the list. So Stippling, thank you for being here. You know what you get for being first? Nothing. But we appreciate you being here.
Our undying love and support.
See, now he's talking about last night because I did. People are like, "Oh, did you get drunk or whatever on your birthday?" I'm like, if you keep eating, overeating pizza and cake, drunk on like carbos, yeah, probably.
Food coma.
Yeah, still recovering.
Yep.
And then Past Master Dan, I don't know what his problem is, but he's been attacking me on social media about like celebrating my birthday more than once. I don't understand it.
You just had one like a year ago.
I know, but I mean, that's pretty much everybody, right? You have a birthday once a year. I think that's expected. I'm not sure what he thinks is going on.
What's your problem?
But I do know this, that you start messing with me and stuff like this happens. So I don't know who I'm not out there, celebrating my birthday more than once a year. In fact, sometimes we don't even celebrate it. People forget that.
Forgot this year.
Yeah, she did. I don't have any
She
presents.
feels bad, but
I got no presents so far. But Shelley said she's got stuff coming. And she told me something that was so spectacular. I was mad that she told me and blew it. So I'm not going to say what it is. I want to
tell you. He goes, then just tell me.
No,
and then I said it. And he goes, why'd you tell me?
I didn't realize it was that spectacular. So we're just going to wait until it shows up. It's going to be a while.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying. But you guys will be blown away because I'm blown away just by the whole concept of it. So,
Well, Yeah, no.
So Shelley's outdone herself this year in gift giving at Christmas and for birthday. And
you think about it, I spend a lot of time online though. That's the problem. And then you just go, oh my gosh.
wouldn't that be perfect if I got this? And then, there it is. Now, my mom gave me $50 because she felt really bad that she forgot my birthday. So she gave me $50.
She was going to give you $5 before.
Well, I said,
what
I said to her, I go, Mom, certainly you remembered to get me a card when I knew she hadn't, because she can't get out of the house unless I drive her. So she wrote on an envelope, happy birthday. She goes, here's your card, and put $50 in it. And I used that $50 and I bought a comic book yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
You can't get a lot with 50 these days.
What'd you get?
I got the John Byrne's first artwork on Iron Fist, which is Marvel Premiere number 25.
Excuse me. Absolutely nothing to me, but I hope you enjoy it a little bit.
It's endearment. We have
endearment.
On this show, we've got like new features and stuff.
We do.
They're going forward with the new year that we're going to be doing. So we want to change it up, keep it interesting, so people, when Ethan starts streaming against us, everybody won't leave. Right?
That's your job.
That's right. Okay. Leg Kick is here.
Yay.
Oh, you know what? Leg Kick came after me hard on social media, and I told him, elephants don't forget. I'm going to give
Presties do, but elephants.
Yeah, I'm going to give him one of these too.
Oh, a double.
Yeah.
I could do it. Go for a double right now. Not of that.
Speaking of that, here's the thing about these.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Sold out. So I had to place another order. Now, there's 3 people that just recently ordered, and so you have to wait. It's going to be like 10 days till I get the new ones. It's not too long, so you don't
which
have to sweat it. I think all 3 left are Wraith of Gods.
Garbage Man sold out?
Yeah, well, sort of the Wraith of Gods. And so I just ordered new ones.
That's our second order of Wraith of Gods.
Third. So
that I pointed like the other one was. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, we've ordered 3 sets of these.
We have created some drinkers.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Or maybe just people that collect novelty items. I don't want to assess drinking to anybody. That I didn't say. I don't know. You implied.
I did.
Evil One is here. Sasquatch.
You better run.
Look at here's someone defending Sasquatch. We haven't even got to that yet. He's defending Sasquatch.
Well, he can read
real. We shall see if he's real. Creative Faye. Hey, how y'all doing? We are doing good. Daniel Russell makes. Look at that. Hey, Chad. It's been a minute.
Been a minute.
What have I missed?
A hot minute.
I'd like to say you've missed a lot of really cool stuff, but probably not. Humphrey Bear is here.
Yay.
Kermit and Miss Piggy. Too obvious. Mark Pengren in that. There it is. That $50 bill your mom gave your birthday still burning. Well, I just told you. I just shared.
Burned right through it.
Burned right through it. Dan, the Pizza Man Genovese is here. Micra says, and Aaron swore there would never be Muppets on the stream again.
Well,
I know. I caved. Well, I didn't say Muppets. I said puppets. Muppets are
puppets from our house.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
the invasion of the puppetry in our house is kind of really what I was getting at.
We'll see what happens to the puppets when we redo the studio.
That's right. Photrius Peerless? Virus X Man. They were so creative with their names back in the early days. Not sure what you're talking about, but that's okay. Bill Maxwell is here. Aviator Surge is here. Randy Howell.
Wow.
Aaron's hairy arm is sometimes mistaken for Bigfoot sightings. So is this. Actually, sometimes this is a mistake. But,
did you see that one?
Yeah, but that's actually wasn't a mistake. That was on purpose. Let's hide that. I'm just trying to move along here.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
Where are you? Oh,
well, I scrolled up too fast. And
I know. Getting some vertigo this weekend. I'm so sick of it.
Wow, how did I get up there so fast?
I know. I don't know. Wait, Sequential Treasures.
Yes, I've got it. We're gonna do an opening.
I'm touching the screen like I can make it move.
Darth Josh is here. Jasu.
Oh,
Mike McMahon. Hurry, it's Sunday. Time for Ernest Shelley Showtime.
Oh my gosh! Squeeze that baby. Squeeze that baby.
Hang on.
What?
Look what I got up there.
Look what
I got on a spinner rack.
Look at there.
Mike McMahon sent that to me.
Nice.
Very nice. Thank you, Mike. And we also have Al Capone Vampire Hunter. Look. Shane Davis. He wrote on the cover of my book, so I'm a little ticked off.
Well,
Giant Size Two-Fisted Bailey Tales by our friend Grant. So there's
get it on the Empire Comics.
I ordered a couple
Spinner.
of old kind of beat up books.
Yeah.
Like from 1968 that I'll be throwing in there too. So we're going to get a variety. We're going to get a variety in there.
Cool. What a great present that was.
Yeah, it was. That was a good Christmas
It
present.
was
Thank you
not
very
my
much.
idea.
Somebody contacted me online and wanted to know how much it was. And I said, talk to Shelley. I said, I have no idea. And where you got it? You didn't know where
I
you got
ordered
it?
from Amazon, but I'm
Okay.
sure they have them elsewhere.
Blackjack's already slapping Muppets. Or is he saying, well, you know, I don't know if
Yeah.
I want to elaborate on that.
Hi,
I don't,
Darth,
and
Josh.
look at Randy's
Oh.
going double.
Your feet aren't that big.
But
Oh,
he seems to be pushing.
You're breaking out
pushing.
all of them
I
today.
know. I'm just not.
Wait till he nukes you.
Aldion is here. Grey Wolf.
Hey.
Uh,
Well, didn't I get the idea from Aldion on Twitter for the comic book rack?
yeah, I
And
think
you
he got
said-
one.
Yeah, he got one. I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
That's pretty helpful right there, Blackjack. Don't forget, Aaron, when you change your underwear, yellow goes in front, brown in the back. Thank you so much. Wow.
Too much information.
H is for heretic. No good because first you say it, then you do it. No more clean undies. See,
Right.
I don't even want to. What's this? It's
'Cause you
technically
go
Aaron's
to-
birthday stream tonight. Happy second birthday, Aaron. Thank you.
Yay. Because you say, oh, and then get in the accident and then don't have to draw a picture.
Mm.
Oh, what? I think you skipped over Jimmy.
Let's see. Hula Guy. Thank you for
That's a new one
joining
for
us.
me. Hi.
What's
I
this?
have to.
I got you a present at Tari Force Puppets. Well, I got a present for you too.
That might leave a mark. Well, look, I can
Tarks
see
9 is here
now.
all the way from Canada. Jetto Jaga.
Hey.
1 year my wife got
Brohawk's
me.
here.
Oh my goodness, look at that. 1 year my wife got me a Buscema Thor page. Yay, that's so cool.
Ooh.
My wife got me actually a
Oh, I got you a page.
yeah, you got me a Plug page inked by Nino 1 year. That was nice. That was for our anniversary.
No.
Yeah,
Remember, I got, well, kind of
that one
maybe.
right there.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh, the painted one I got a different time.
No, I bought that in
Did
an
it?
auction. That's the
No,
one you
that
got for me.
one.
No, that's the one you got me
Okay.
for the anniversary. Look at that. Ethan's there. Happy
Oh,
birthday.
yeah.
Hey,
Aw,
whoa, 20
nice
bucks.
present. Thank you.
That ain't cheap. That's what Ethan does. That ain't
Does he?
cheap. That ain't cheap.
And then,
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
Oh.
that very much, man.
thanks, Ethan. That's so
what
nice.
what a sweetheart. What a sweetheart of a guy. Comic Talk with Pops Van Zant.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Aaron. Thank you. Kevin
So
Thomas is here.
nice.
Grey Wolf Comics.
Wow. They're very nice.
Everybody's wishing me
What?
happiness and joy. I think that's pretty awesome.
That's nice.
Aaron, I saw you were on the list of attendees for Cal Comic Con in February. Is that true? I'm thinking about attending. Yeah, it's true.
Where are you going?
Orange
Doesn't tell
County.
me
It's a
anything.
one-day show in Orange County or something.
Oh.
So I'll be there, I
Okay.
think. Geek Avenger, not to
Geek
be outdone,
Avenger, hey.
not to be outdone by Ethan Van Skyver, says
No.
$10. Thank you so much,
Hey,
Geek.
thanks,
I appreciate
guys.
that very much. You guys are very kind.
Would it be cool
Um,
if your birthday present showed up while we were
Wouldn't that be
streaming?
cool? You
And we know
promised
because
me.
the dog will freak out.
Yeah, because
it's delivered.
I've got no presents. I've got a
I
present from
tried.
Sequential Treasures here. But before
Before
we,
anybody in the family.
yeah,
Oh,
it's-
that's so sad.
it is very
It's
sad.
Tragic.
But
Tragic.
let's
Oh,
I do have something for you, Shelley. Even though it's not your
What is
freaking birthday, it's mine. And yeah, I got something for you.
What is it?
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
You bought me crack?
Sugar crack.
Nice. Oh, those are peach ones?
Yes.
Ooh.
Sugar.
Nice.
Sugar crack.
Why are you trying to give me the sugar diabetes?
No.
The sugar diabetes.
As soon as that birthday
Remember
cake
the
is
finger comes
that,
out. He's
as
look
soon,
here. Look
no, as soon as the birthday cake is gone, diet begins. We're gonna go on that caveman diet, and we're gonna go hunt like meat outside and eat nothing but meat and cheese.
The only thing we have out there
Because we're
squirrels,
sophisticated
dogs.
cavemen. It's a little meat and
Oh.
cheese.
Meat and cheese.
Yeah,
and
it's not just-
charcuterie with squirrels. and-
It's not just cheese. I mean, not just meat. It's gonna be cheese. too.
not just cheese.
Iodine 74. Happy birthday. Thank
Hey.
you. Look at this. Aldion throwing 20.
Aldion.
Wow. Thank you so much. That ain't cheap.
That ain't cheap.
Wait a minute. There it is. That. Oh, that's like a Kirby
Oh,
shot.
that's better than crack.
Look at that. Happy birthday, Aaron. We appreciate you and Shelley. I'm excited to get
Oh,
and read Wraith of God
Thanks.
1 and 2,
oh yeah.
which,
Mm-mm.
speaking of which,
What?
Geek Avenger wants to know if that's wild or domesticated cheese. It'll be
Might
wild,
be
of
wild.
course.
Mhm.
Um,
Eat
Oh.
the dog that's always barking. Oh no.
Yeah, that would be our dog. Brohawk's here. He says, "Hey, Ron, when are you going to grow a beard and be a gray beard with Kelsey and me? Looks like you went face first into a powdered donut." Ouch, David. You know what? I don't like to do things like that to my friends. But
You know,
there you go.
a
David.
little love pat.
I get really annoyed when my beard gets too long. Even if it gets like slightly long, it bugs me. So I trim it. Yeah.
Now,
so.
my ideal for today was it might
It's
be
still
funny.
gray though. Still gray though.
Well, I thought we should dye your beard for his birthday. Right? That was one of my favorite shows ever. And I realized there's like
That was funny.
not much there.
Yeah. Well, I have to do it. Make me feel young as I get closer and closer to the big 6-0. I'm not there yet.
Wow. One more. Holy cow. We should do like a party.
Look at that. Ethan's like, geez, I'm going to start streaming. I'm going to get some of those chats from Aaron.
Don't do it.
Thank you, Ethan. You started it, man. So I appreciate it. That's just more comic books I can buy now.
Oh my gosh. I could live on these, I think.
I know. God, they're so.
Then I'd get the sugar diabetes. But look. Oh my
Ellie
goodness.
Munoz, $5. Thank you so much, Ellie. I appreciate that very much. Happy birthday,
Wow.
Aaron. Another year around the sun, another 230 million years around the galactic core. That's science. And we enjoy.
I thought you were going to say something else.
No,
But
we enjoy science on this show. We have to impart knowledge. That's where the main reason why we do this show is to educate you guys on stuff that maybe
what happened to
you weren't aware of.
Ethan?
Aaron shouldn't dye his beard. We know what happened. Well, he dyed it recently, but I don't know what happened.
I don't either.
Did it
but-
turn bad? Did it fall out?
Well, you guys kind of were in. Why did you guys? I can't remember why. Well, we did it as a stretch goal. But remember, everybody was kind of.
Yeah, we were trying to kind of take the gray out, get a little bit younger.
How'd that work for you?
I didn't really. I mean, I think I looked a little bit younger.
Yeah.
You know, you get rid of the gray, but it was a harrowing experience. I wasn't sure what you had going on there, and I was.
Oh my gosh, you guys! I'm not sure I've ever laughed that
laughing,
hard
Well, you were laughing that hard, and I thought she's going to like
with the
all
brush
over
in my
face
hand.
or
Yeah.
something. I was a little scared.
Oh
actually.
wow.
Luke Corlitz's art is here. Dale A. I don't know who Dale A. is, but he's laughing all the way.
Oh,
Thanks for
that's
joining us,
good.
Dale. I appreciate it.
So yeah, guys, make sure that you like and subscribe, please, and share.
Yeah,
And
well, that's
tell all your friends.
that's kind of the thing. We got to
Nice.
do I guess I shouldn't have got
Ooh.
those, but let's do a quick public service announcement and get this show rolling. I always like to try to get people to like and subscribe before the show starts because they're certainly not going to do it
Right.
by the time we get into it.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
when you still have hope that it could actually be good,
Back to comments.
these things are. I shouldn't have got those, man.
Oh my gosh, you're so good.
Okay.
Mm.
And the rule of thumb is never eat on camera because it's gross because you can see the food in my mouth, but I don't care.
About manners.
So there you go.
Mm.
All right. So I'm going to give you an exclusive.
Oh, wait. Ashley's here. Hi, Ash.
Oh.
How about some likes, people?
Hi, Ashley.
Hey. And then I think you jumped. I thought I saw Jimmy.
It's just like spinning out of
I
control.
know,
They're
it's so
stuck.
cool.
No, we already did that. So it's got to
Right. But hi, Jimmy. If you're here, I
be. Oh,
think you
Tom
are.
Tuttle. I forgot Tom.
Tom.
Holy crap.
Wow. Did you get Luke?
No,
oh my
I
gosh.
didn't.
Okay. I really, you guys are amazing.
Tom, thank you so much for the $10. That's just incredible. Really
Yeah,
appreciate
Mama.
it. Happy birthday, Aaron. And hail Mama Lopresti. That would be Shelley, of course.
Yes.
Luke
Hey,
Stone,
Luke.
1999.
Oh my
Are you
gosh.
kidding me? Thank you, Luke, so much. Happy birthday.
Yes.
Would love it if you could let folks know Fund My Comic is in live signups for early access next week.
Nice.
Freedom of expression and cancel mob free. Luke Stone has put together his own crowdfunding website. I have not checked
No
it out
shadow
yet,
bands. We're gonna have
but
to do
I
that.
am excited to take a look at it and see what he's done. You guys want to run over there and check that out next
we
week.
love Luke. Awesome.
Fund
awesome.
My Comic is what it's called. I'm assuming that's fundmycomic.com. I'm going to
I'm
assume.
sure it's on Twitter and all that.
If that's
check
not
out
correct,
his-
Luke, send me another message. You don't, have to-
Yeah.
don't send me money. Just send me a message and
Oh, yeah.
I'll read it.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow. So nice.
did I
Thanks,
forget
guys.
anybody else? We got Aldi
Mhm.
on. We got Geek Avenger. Okay, good. Thank you
Oh my
guys
gosh, so
so
fast.
much. Now I know what Ethan feels like to be popular. I'm going to tell everybody, tell them it's my birthday every day.
Yeah.
Torx9, $10 from Canada. Thank you so much.
Goodness.
Happy birthday.
Thanks,
Thank you. I
guys.
appreciate that. The Pizza Man, Dan, for $5. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. That's really kind of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I do mean that sincerely. Now let's look at my my pathetic birthday party, shall we?
Oh, don't.
Are you guys ready? This is kind of what it looked like last night.
Share it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's,
I don't know why you look it up here.
I don't know because I get confused easily.
That's true.
It's that boomer problem. All right, let's.
Oh my gosh! In his mom's room.
Yeah, because I didn't want my mom's 91, right? I didn't want her to walk downstairs again. She'd already been downstairs for dinner, and I didn't want to make her walk down. So I took the cake really up. Sweet.
Okay, but let me preface this. Okay. I did feel bad. Had some vertigo issues yesterday, so I didn't really get out of bed. And so Aaron had to go buy his own cake.
Okay, now I wasn't going to tell that part, so now you're rubbing it in, basically.
Kind of funny, though. Can you notice there's writing on the cake?
The Howell Comics for $10. Thank you so much for that. That's super kind of you. Have a pint on me.
Booyah.
Thank you, sir.
You're trying to interrupt me so I can't finish my story. Is that what you're doing?
Please finish. I just wanted to make sure I didn't forget Howell there.
Oh, gotcha.
$10. I want to be respectful.
So he had the lady at the bakery write "Happy Birthday, Aaron" on his cake.
But I didn't tell her I was Aaron.
Oh, you didn't?
No,
that would have been so funny.
That would have been horrible. I mean, it was already horrible that I did that, but then.
Oh, so he goes, I'm going to go buy my own cake. And I'm like, what?
Well.
Okay. I was like, I can get up and make a.
My mom offered to make an applesauce cake for me, which is really one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought, again, poor old 91-year-old mom. I just didn't want to make her do it. So I went and bought this. And this is pretty much which happened after we made homemade pizza. Mm-hmm. When I say we, I mean me. Mm-hmm. And it was delish. I mean, it was piled. Oh my gosh, it was this high. And after that, after gorging on that, then we went and did this. So watch closely and we'll see what happens here.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Aaron.
Husker's like, I'm so confused.
Happy birthday to me.
One candle. And there was much rejoicing. Woo!
Yeah, so there was. That was
like, what is that?
What I tell everybody, there's like 400 people standing right over, just off camera. Why do you slap my hand for?
Because you just are all over the place.
I got a lot to do.
I know.
Oh, Luke Stone, another $9.99, dude. Thank you so much. And here's a beverage, and here's a beverage in me.
On me.
On me. I think it's probably good. Wraith was in me. I don't know. Wraith was awesome. Friggin' awesome. Thank you so much, Luke. I really appreciate that. Shelley read it.
Oh.
This guy looks like someone Papa would watch. Colin. This could be a compliment.
Papa John.
I know. I know John does watch. And so his grandson's very intuitive. Sad, a 59-year-old man living still with his mother. See, Andino's got a problem, and it starts with his mouth, and ends with. And it ends with his. And it ends with.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, you guys are so good. Thank you so much. Eric Boyd is here. Give the dog some cake. Yeah, he got no cake. Chocolate and the dog probably not. Jimmy Owens, I wore my Wraith beanie all week. It rained last 2 days here and working on truck in it. Working on his truck with it, wearing it, I assume is what he's trying to tell me.
Yes.
Evil One, go buy something here for Aaron. There you go.
Hey.
Back that project. Thank you, Evil One. Appreciate it very much.
Please be sure to share it since we're still shadow banned.
That's true.
Now,
Andino is an agent of chaos. He really is. He really is. We did bring up the campaign.
Yes.
And I did want to say this.
What?
There's
looking for.
There it is.
Oh,
there it is. All over the place.
I know, but when you're like all over the place, I don't know.
Well, you just got to roll with it, man. If you
rolling.
If you showed up for rehearsal, maybe you know what's going on.
That require me getting out of bed.
So she has no idea what's going on, and we move. This show moves. It moves. Okay. So if you guys didn't see this, I posted these on social media.
Oh.
These.
Oh, I know. Okay.
These are the roughs for the second printing of the Wraith of God graphic novel. So the book that came out before Blood Hunters last year, if you missed it, I'm sold out. But I'm working on the cover, and these are a couple of cover options. I'm really leaning on this one.
Me too.
Because it's more of a storytelling vibe, which I kind of like on covers. I want people to look at the book and say, I want a big central image, something powerful that draws you in, but then it also tells you a little about what you might get if you open the book. So I'm probably going to go in this direction. I really like the Esther's pose on this cover.
Mhm.
And I think I may have her turning back kind of to look at the wraith, like a little help here.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, and maybe a little bit more of an action-y pose with the werewolf. So I'll work it out, but I think this is the direction we're going. Now this will go live. This is the other thing that Shelley and I have talked about.
Yeah.
I've debated. I asked people, you know, other Comicsgate people what they thought. What is that? Oh, that's this. Okay. I was like, what the heck? Should we launch a new campaign just for the second printing, or should we just add it on to the Blood Hunters campaign? And right now, I think I'm going to go with adding it to the Blood Hunters campaign. The thing about it is, though, I thought originally it allowed people that didn't get it can order it. And if they ordered the Blood Hunters, they can add it on at cheaper shipping. The problem is this book is going to the printer. The second printing is going to the printer probably in March.
Okay.
So it's going to ship early, way earlier than Blood Hunters is. So it's going to be a separate thing, anything much like the beanies or the shot glasses. Unless you guys want to wait until, you know, we could be looking at August or September before Blood Hunters is actually shipped out.
We can give them the option, perhaps.
But then that's just more
nightmarish.
Yeah. So
we'll think about it.
I'm kind of leaning on just adding it to the campaign, but it's going to just have separate shipping so I can ship it early to you guys. But I'll try and keep it low, like, you know, $5 or something as opposed to $8, which we normally do. So
you think?
But anyway,
thinks we get more. See, that's what, like, better to add a current campaign or you get more money with a new one.
But
they're shadow banning people even like when they launch the signups anymore.
That's the other thing. So if they've already got me on record as someone they want to shadow ban, if I have to launch this thing and it never gets any airplay, I don't know if that's an advantage or not. So I'm kind of going back and forth.
Yeah, we'll keep debating it, but the covers, maybe we should put it on Twitter and do a poll.
But you know, the more opinions you get, the more harder it is to make a decision because everybody's got a different opinion.
Yeah.
Let me, since we're talking about it, let me show this real quick. Ooh. I'm not really big on promoting my stuff like I probably should be, but I don't think that's why you're here. Is you don't want just one long commercial. But this is the campaign, Wraith of God Blood Hunters. It is active. You will find a link for this campaign in the description of this video. So you want to go there and check that out, especially if you haven't signed up yet. As you can see, we still have the shot glasses and everything, beanies, caps the baseball cap should be arriving anytime. I'm actually not sure why they're not here yet. The other thing I want to bring everybody's attention to, Shelley, is of course we have the 4 cover options, but I'm just going to whip right through this because here's the main thing right now is these, the t-shirts. We have done really, really well in the t-shirts. We're almost
so cool.
We're closing in on selling 200 units, which is a lot.
Wow.
But this is going to be shut down at the end of this month and going to the printer. So I will print a little bit of overage, but not a ton. So if you want to make sure you get a shirt, make sure you get your order in before the end of this month. Because about the time the second printing campaign goes up, whether it's on this or it's separate campaign, these shirts will be coming down and going to the printer. So there you have it. And then excess stuff will show up on my website.
Gotcha.
You can order through my website, but it won't be part of the campaign anymore.
It's getting the website redone right now as well. So
so just be aware, you still got about 3 weeks before that, before the shirts come down. But if that's something you're interested in, mark that in your little mental calendar. Okay. So it is or was, and ever shall be, it was my birthday.
Yeah.
Did I bring that box up?
I have no idea.
Why didn't I bring the box up?
I don't know.
Shelley, you want to riff for like 30 seconds? I
want to riff. So, hope you guys all had a good week. I actually made it back to work. He still doesn't know. Went back to work on Thursday, and it was amazing. The kids were all happy, wanted to show off all their knowledge they got while I was gone. My sub, he's still team teaching with me, looked very relieved when I walked in, like, oh my gosh. But yeah, it was so nice to see, like when people see you and their face lights up and they're like, yay. That's such a nice feeling. They said thank you, and I gave them homework, which I'm sure that'll wear off probably pretty quickly. But yeah, it was really nice to actually be somewhat human again and put on adult clothing instead of sweats and jammies. And there it is now. Oh,
Yeah, what I did was
thanks, Jimmy. Thanks,
I crossed
Dan.
this off. All right, to make sure I don't dox
He didn't
myself.
bring the fireball up. What
And
were you thinking? Read my mind, man.
anyway, so
Thanks,
this is Sequential Treasures, who I do. This is James Feely, who I do a show with once a month, the last Saturday of every month, called Comic Art Convo. We talk about comic art related type stuff, TV, movies, things like that.
It says don't
a lot of
dox
fun.
yourself.
No, this was
The
mailed
post
to my
office box.
Yeah, so I'm safe. But anyway, he keeps sending me presents, and this makes me feel guilty. But gosh darn, I'm gonna take them anyway.
So nice.
Thank you,
It's
James.
his wife.
Appreciate it very much.
His wife is the
Yeah, you
nice
think
one,
so?
right?
I use one. That's really pushing it. It looks like we've got a comic book in here. Which anybody that sends me a comic knows me, knows what I. Oh my gosh,
Husker's like, what's a day? What is
there's
a
a
day?
couple things in here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, don't eat these Huskers.
All
No
right, so let's
bueno
take a
for the
look.
doggy. Oh
Let's
my
take a
goodness.
look what we got here.
Okay, let me take this then.
All right. Bubble wrap's always a
Husker's
good
like,
thing.
what is it?
This looks like a graded book. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Holy cow.
And you know what? I actually look at that. That's
Oh my
Defenders 20 and a 9.2.
Holy cow.
Guest starring The Thing with the Defenders.
The thing.
I do actually collect Defenders, and I do not have this issue. So James knocked
Oh
this
my
one out
goodness.
of the ballpark. Look at that. That is a birthday present of unequaled
Better
stature.
than what he got from his family.
That's right. I'm still waiting on that. But look at
I'm gonna
that.
go look.
That's really cool.
That is so cool.
So thank you so much for that, James Feely. That's Sequential Treasures.
Sequential Treasures.
And he sent me a stack of books here. Let's see. It's not food. My dog's down there going, is that food? Are you opening food? Can I have some of that? So we got like bubble wrap here. You know what he did? I'll bet he sent me a bunch of books to stick in the comic rack. Look at that. ROM, Detective, All-Star Comics. Is that Garcia Lopez or was that Ross Andrew? No, who is that? Yeah. No, it's Ross Andrew. It was Ross Andrew or Garcia Lopez. Ross Andrew right there, Superman issue.
What the heck?
The Avenger. I think he sent me a bunch of comics to stick in the
That's cool.
rack. So we will do that as well.
The rack.
Thank you, James. Appreciate it very much.
So cool.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Your
that's
present's
tremendous.
not here yet. I looked.
Oh, well, what are you going to do? But you know what, Shelley, I may not have any presents other than what James kindly sent me, but we have presents for you guys.
Wait, we missed a.
David G, $9.99. Speaking of presents, yes, the wolf cover. Thank you so much for that, by the way. Yes, the wolf cover would be my pick, and the great idea, not letting your mother make your cake. She needs to conserve her energy for campaign fulfillment. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that is so true. She loves that.
She's got a bunch of garbage man trades she needs to bag and board. So,
and Shelley, how you doing?
Happy birthday, Aaron. Thank you.
I doing okay.
David, that is that's wonderful, you guys. Thank you so much. You guys have been
so
way
generous
more
tonight.
Generous than I deserve. I like the second cover, but the cover with the hands is nice and simple.
Yeah,
I like that too. There's some truth to that. Mortal B is here. Chat, vote A or B. I'm voting A. Stippling Vaughn. See, everybody's got an opinion, man. And they usually don't agree. I'm not going to do covers.
Well, no, I mean, you could do one as a cover and maybe one as a back cover or as a print or.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot that could be done.
Because you know what? You need more work.
I know. I don't have enough stuff to do.
I know.
There seems to be Blackjack seems to be a little bit confused. Let's see if knock that confusion out.
That work? Did that work for you?
That'll help out a little bit.
Oh gosh. Well, good job, honey.
Aviator Surge says happy birthday. Thank you so much.
In Sequential Treasures.
I knew everyone would love the Atari Force one except maybe Aaron. Yeah, well, can't have
that
everything.
Was so nice and thoughtful. Thank you.
Detective gives me an idea. Remember the old Who Detective magazines in the 30s? Those should be revived as comic books. Ooh. I remember they had when I was a kid, they would have True Detective. They still had True Detective magazine, but it was photo cover, and it was usually some like very scantily dressed girl
Yeah.
about to get the crap beat out of her by some dude and a cop coming in to save her. But it was like a photograph, like they'd staged this photograph. And I was like, ooh, this is salty or spicy or something. Okay. So one of the things that
Yes.
we like to do on the show, Shelley, of course, being
Eat sugar.
Drink
Fireball.
That goes without saying. Shelley is an educator, smart, intelligent woman. Likes to drop knowledge on us. And we actually have visual aids this time with your knowledge. So let's see what Shelley's got for us.
It's always good for those visual. I like that music.
All right.
Okay.
You may begin the reading process.
All right. So today's knowledge is about Jim Henson.
The Muppeteer himself.
The Muppets. Boop. Okay. So only 18 years old. Oh my gosh. Jim Henson started creating puppets for local TV. Is that them?
Well, not the very first one.
Oh, for a local TV station children's show called the Junior Morning Show in 1954.
Right. But wait. Later during his freshman year in college, he created another puppet show called Sam and Friends. And that was a black and white photo of it. But here's actually a color photo of a little bit of Sam and Friends. And that is the precursor to Kermit.
Yeah.
So that wasn't Kermit the Frog, but that was the first incarnation of Kermit. And this puppet later became refined.
So that aired on the local TV station WRC-TV in Washington, D.C. And he worked there till 1961. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
The success of these shows landed him many TV commercials, talk shows, and other children's projects. All right. So in 1969, Henson was approached by the Children's Television Workshop, where he began to work full-time on the new show, Sesame Street.
There it is. Look at all those groovy characters.
That's so cool. All right. He began to branch out in his work to a more adult audience. By getting 11 Land of Gorch sketches on Saturday Night Live starting in 1975.
Now,
I would have never.
I kind of recognize this guy over here, some of these guys, but I'd have to go back and think about those.
They remind me a little bit of this guy, that guy especially.
The stuff you don't like?
Yeah.
Dino's saying, what about Fraggle Rock? Oh, yeah. Well, I can't mention everything. Shelley got mad at me for editing her research, and it didn't edit enough out so that it was too long to read. So I cut out some of that stuff.
So the Muppet movie was his first feature film in 79. Dark crystal looking thing. That's what I was thinking, but trying not to visualize.
Yes.
Okay. So
this was on Saturday Night Live, though, which
I don't remember that.
I remember this guy, though, the totem guy.
Do you?
Yeah, and I remember the guy with the helmet and the horns too. So I must have seen some of that stuff.
All right. So in 1989, he sold his production company to Walt Disney for $150 million. Wow. Thinking it would allow him to spend more time on the creative side of things without worrying about running the business.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
However,
in May of 1990, Henson developed pneumonia and did not seek medical attention immediately, deciding to work through it. That's such a dude thing to do. Eventually, he was taken to the hospital where he died at the age of 53.
So I've already got past that.
Yeah, good job. So collaborator Frank Oz believed the stress from the negotiations with Disney was what ultimately led to his sickness and death. Oh.
So once again,
Disney's
responsible.
Dang it.
Anyway, there's just a little information about,
cool.
and we'll revisit some more Muppet stuff later in the show. But I wanted to draw attention to we have a family in New Zealand that is very it's very well. We don't personally have a family, but there's a family in New Zealand that's very supportive not only of us but of many CG books. I won't say their last name, but Matthew and Irene. And they've been very supportive. So supportive. Great people. And they have a son. And their son is a big fan of many of the CG books, but especially Cyberfrog and Wraith of God. And
so nice.
He did a drawing that there's a picture they sent. And I want to share that. There he is. That's that's Marshall all the way in New Zealand with his Cyber Wraith drawing and his Wraith of God beanie cap.
Styling. I like it.
So, Matthew,
good job,
Irene,
man.
Marshall, thank you guys so much. That's support from the other side of the world.
Wow. Well done. I like it.
So now you're on the top-rated TV show on YouTube on Sunday nights. That's probably not true, any of that. But you
I
actually
look at you like, what show is that?
You're actually. If you guys like and subscribe, someday before I die, we'll get there. So anyway, that's Marshall. He did a nice drawing.
That's
So
so
that's really
nice.
cool. Thank you so much for sending me that. And if you remember, I featured a picture of them on an earlier show where they had on their bed, they had laid out all these CG books that they had ordered. I mean, just tons. So they support a lot of campaigns. They're really into it. And he's telling me, because I had made some comments about, it might have been on the Professionals, that I'm working on a board game.
Yeah.
An old style, kind of like Milton Bradley, like Wraith of God board game, which I'm going over to a guy's house tonight to actually work on that for a couple hours tonight. And they were like, keep us posted on that board game, because when that comes out, man, we want that. Anyway, great family. Not to say that everybody in the chat isn't great, because anybody that's going to sit through this for 2 hours on a Sunday night is great. And
Absolutely.
we appreciate you guys. But I wanted to call him, give him a little shout out for the
very cool.
the nice work that he did there.
Another shout out. Colin's getting to stay up late for your birthday in Bigfoot videos.
He says thanks and happy. Okay, Colin.
Staying up late.
We got a couple more things to do before we get to the Bigfoot videos, but hang in there. It won't be too long. One of the things we like to do on this show, Shelley, is we like to celebrate the greatness that was Bernie Wrightson. And his work, even though Bernie's no longer with us, his work is still with us, and it is still great. So let's take a look at that now.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
This is an interesting thing, and this is kind of a old school phenomena. They don't do it much anymore, but it's something they did with this. That's big. It's something they did with this Wrightson cover, and I kind of want to spend just a minute or so talking about it because I think it's interesting. Okay, this was the image that we just showed on the video, right? Now you'll notice the drawing was done in 1972. Okay, so typically what DC and Marvel would do as well, but DC was pretty notorious for it, is they would hire someone to do a cover. And they just say, whatever, give me a Batman cover. And they'd put whatever they wanted on there. In this case, you got this little Quasimodo guy back there with a crossbow shooting an arrow at Batman. Now you can see that it's in a little box, right? That was during the, 72 was during the 20-cent comic days. And DC was doing a little box format similar to what Marvel was doing about that same period of time. Excuse me. So that was designed for a 1972 cover. Now they didn't have a story or anything. They just said, Bernie, draw me a Batman, something I can use for a Batman cover. And this is what he turned in. Well, then it sits in a drawer for literally 8 years. And then in 1980, they finally decide to use it. And they get a writer to write a story around this cover that Wrightson drew, right? So as you can see, it's a 40-cent book, but it was drawn back in the 20-cent days. Now, you'll also notice they changed the cover format, right? So they no longer are using the box. So what they had to do is they had to expand the artwork out here and up here to fit onto the cover. So it's hard to say whether that rock inking at the top above the Batman logo and some of the stuff off to the little bit to the side, if Wrightson probably didn't have anything to do with that. They probably just had a production artist, whoever it might have been, go in and ink in that stone texture. And you also see they lowered Batman's head a little bit in the frame to give more room for the Batman logo.
And they moved his signature too.
Oh, yeah, they did. Well, did they? Or do they just drop? Yeah, it looks like they slid it over a little bit,
Maybe.
didn't they? Yeah, because it's closer to Batman's shoulder and down a little bit. So that's an interesting phenomenon that happened actually pretty regularly back in the day.
Cool.
So I thought that was kind of interesting, and that's why we
There you
chose
have
that
it.
one for today. And yes, I do own that cover. So
Of course you do.
of course I do. Let's see. Geek Avenger says, make game that crosses Carmen San Diego with Dante's Inferno. Call it Where in the Hell is
Oh my gosh. Uh-oh.
That's pretty good.
Looking for
That's
something
pretty
to
good.
click.
That's pretty
That's
good.
funny.
I'll give you that one. It made me laugh. Angela Curry's here. She's here to get depressed about Bigfoot.
Oh,
Because she's kind of
sorry.
as a child, apparently she was a Bigfoot advocate, and I'm just destroying her childhood dreams
Oh,
every
that's so
time I
sad.
bring up Bigfoot.
All right,
But
that makes me so sad. I got it.
she's
Take
got
a
a
drink of this.
this is Shelley, of course, demonstrating how to properly use the Wraith of God shot glasses, which of course are available
Whoa!
on our camp
That good stuff.
page, even as we speak. Okay.
Now I can
So-
continue.
Yeah. So one of the other things I want to do one more thing here before we get into Bigfoot. This is a new feature.
Oh,
Actually, I got two things. This is a new feature we're gonna do because I was on Graham's show Wednesday night, and he was like showing part of his collection in his old comics and
yeah.
stuff. And it was very impressive. And he's got like first appearance of Iron Man and things like that. And it's just like made me very jealous. Because the thing is, if you wanted to get those expensive books, you had to be buying comic books back in the 70s and 80s. I was in
Right.
college in the 80s. I had no money.
Right.
Graham was already working in the industry, so he had a little bit of money, and he used it wisely. Sadly, I didn't have any money to use wisely. But anyway, I do kind of want to share a little bit, just a few books. Every week we'll share just a few books
Okay.
out of my collection. We'll start with the A's, and we'll just see what happens. That's all I got. But I want to change
What are you talking about? Oh,
that the
I didn't
intro.
even- okay.
The intro was kind of short and sweet.
Oh, I was like, okay, that's all I got. Like,
Well, that's because-
what, no books.
Because you're over there playing on the computer, not paying attention to the show, because you're
Yeah,
not.
sorry. Well,
prepared
somebody
for
said to check your
rehearsal.
email, so I was
Okay.
going to do that.
All right, so I'm going to share just a couple of books that you might find of interest. Now, I'm not a huge DC guy, but I am a huge Neil Adams guy. But I also want you to take a look at this. This
Okay.
is a really well-drawn cover. But what does it say? My hands. I've contracted the first stage of virus X. There is no cure. I've become the leper from Krypton. Okay, this is why Marvel kicked DC's butt all the time in the 60s and the 70s, because they were doing stuff like this. I can guarantee you, if you went over to the Marvel books, came out at the same time, they were like Iron Man was fighting, Princess Python, or Spider-Man was battling the Green Goblin or something. And Spider-Man is
He didn't
becoming
get Virus X.
no, Superman's becoming the leper from Krypton. Although it's a groovy cover by Neil Adams, and it is, I think it's a 9.2. It's not slabbed, of course, but so there's little action comics for you. Now this one, this is another really good Neil Adams cover. There's some cultural appropriation going on here, so, I want to get... says, do not fear the prisoner, my brothers. He is helpless. My powers are gone. Why? Because they're using Indian magic on him. This hostage must die. This, of course, is Action Comics 402. And the one we just looked at was Action Comics 363. So I will grab these Neil Adams covers when I can find them. Now this one, here we go. This is another great example of my son. Is he man or beast? Yep, there's Superman's son is half monkey. Compelling story that I'm sure.
Better what he's half of now.
That's this, of course, is the 400th anniversary issue. That's where you want to put your son as a half monkey on the cover, and I'm sure it had huge sales numbers. But again, a great Neil Adams cover with a really kind of goofy concept. And in retrospect, I never would have bought this as a kid, but as an adult, I find this stuff so irresistible, I must purchase it. Another near mint copy there. Now, here's the one that to me goes next level. This is Action Comics 466. Now, look at this. Lex Luthor beating the crap out of superhero kids. Okay? The dialogue says, I turned Batman and Flash into kids and killed them. You're next, Superman. So Lex Luthor is so diabolical. He's turning these superheroes into little children, and then he's killing them. Only at DC, the not House of Ideas in the 70s, could something like this possibly happen. And yet now it's just pure gold. So that's another great Neil Adams cover, by the way. But yeah, not probably the most appropriate thing. In fact, that might get my channel struck for showing stuff like that.
Oh, great.
Anyway, so there's a little, I want to show one other thing here, since we're in the A's. Adventure Comics, okay? This is Adventure Comics 415. Okay, again, I'm sorry for the glare. Another great Neil Adams cover, but check this out. My happy bride has arrived. Let the wedding begin. Supergirl is knocked out, and this dude is pulling her by the hair down the aisle to get married to some alien ruler. I mean, it's caveman comics, folks, right here. This is the kind of quality you can't find on the newsstands anymore. This, of course, is Adventure Comics 415. So there's a couple of little gems from my collection. I have a lot of Bronze Age, a decent amount of silver, and a little bit of gold. But we'll just kind of take it A through Z and see how long it takes us to get through a few books. And, well, that was A. I mean, I would do some Avengers next time, probably.
Okay.
You know, that was like, that's what we call Shelley's nap time when I do stuff like that. Oh, he's talking about comics.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Wake up! What are we supposed to do now? Again, rehearsal.
Oh gosh, 45 comments. Oh my gosh.
You can base Kit Carter cover on that Supergirl. Looks like fun, World of Conan says. Is that John Malin? You know, I think you might be onto something. That might have been the alien ruler that was going to marry her. I don't know. Luthor out there committing prolicide. I'm telling you, it's terrible. Best bride ever. That cover is not feminist approved.
Serious.
Talk about a shotgun wedding.
Gosh.
Jimmy, thank you for the $2. Love to you both. Best show around. Oh, thank you.
Thanks,
That's very nice. Fatty says the good old days. And boy, puberty is rough, man. I'm telling you, that's when you turn into half monkey. Is that Aaron on the cover? Of course, he's referring to the monkey, and I don't find that to be a very kind remark.
No. That's what you get.
That's what you get, or worse. Does he pet your cat? Snake oiler, don't do that. Because I used to own the Indian one while those Indians were racist against white people and aliens. Apparently.
Goodness.
The foot fungus of Faltor. Yeah, Superman has gangrene. The Angry Gamer says recently bought Planet Hulk and trade paperback. Thank you for that. I might get like 10 cents royalty from that, but every little dime helps.
Yep.
Let's see. Shelley needs more fireball before talking about Bigfoot.
Maybe.
Well, what I'm about to show next.
Oh no.
You might find I don't know, disturbing the right word?
Disturbing?
I think you'll find it disturbing.
Okay. Prepare to be disturbed.
This kind of warms us up to Bigfoot, okay?
Mm.
So those of you staying up late to watch Bigfoot, it's coming next, but we have to set you up with this. I'll make sure I get my sound muted here. This apparently is a thing, Shelley. I didn't know that hairless chimps was a thing.
Oh, no.
It's kind of gross, but let's take a look.
Okay.
And there we go.
Poor thing.
Oh, look at that. Look at that sack. Gee, many Christmas.
You guys noticed? I'm like, he's cold. Got some eczema issues.
But these guys, the thing is, you can see the musculature on these guys without the hair. And chimpanzee, look at those arms. Oh.
Woo!
I guess I should have given the child warning there. Look at the guns on this monkey. And now I was doing a little
Looks like
reading.
Graham.
Ooh.
Well, the muscles.
Okay. Well, you would have clarified that. But the thing is, if you take an ape or a gorilla, pardon me, orangutan and a chimpanzee, okay. Now the gorilla is the most powerful of all of them, right? But it's also the most docile and friendly. The orangutan somewhere in the middle. Chimpanzees are crazy maniacs. And if you look at how much strong those things are, this is the story. We had talked about this on another stream where some lady had a pet chimpanzee and it just went nuts on her, tore her hands off and ripped her jaw off.
Oh.
And it's like, so just getting a chimpanzee and putting a diaper on it doesn't make it a domesticated animal. So don't mess with these things, because these are the ones, the chimps are the ones that'll go nuts and just, Planet of the Apes on you. So I guess the gorillas, if you're cool with the gorillas, they'll be cool with you. Even though they could, crush you like a bug. So anyway,
moving right along.
There's your hairless ape.
That's gross.
I knew. See, I thought you might be more disgusted than you actually are.
I am inside.
She's disgusted inside where it counts. It's true. Tore her hands off and then ripped her jaw off too.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Chimps are tweakers.
Ooh, Paul.
Christine Lane's covering her eyes.
Yep.
Paul
Some things you can't unsee.
1999. Thank you so much. I apologize for calling you chicken on Twitter on your birthday for not wanting to go cage diving with great white sharks as a Jaws fanatic.
Oh.
I'm representing. Look, Shelley.
What?
This is what happens when you go swimming with sharks.
Yeah.
So that is why.
What, you end up naked?
It was Kayla. Well, that could happen too. Kayla Andrews was talking about, they showed a video of the largest great white ever captured on film. It was a 20-footer. And these guys are in their cage, this shark cage, but they're actually on the outside of the cage, like petting the shark and stuff. And she's like, oh, I'd love to go in there. And I go, well, not me. I said, you can tell me about your experience from a distance. So, yeah, I'm not going to be jumping in the water with great whites. I'm just not going to do it.
No.
Don Edwards, belated birthday, Aaron. Thank you so much. Angry Gamer, I never can figure out why people want these types of wild animals as pets. They may start off friendly, but all it takes is a second of their natural behavior to kick in and you're dead. That's exactly right.
Bueno. Or there was one where the lady's friend came over and it bit her face off.
This is what I was talking about. Is it the same thing or was it a different?
It ripped her jaw. No, her face, her eyes, the whole.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
That was according to Leg Kick, that was in West Covina, California, where the chimp went nuts. Wow. Yeah, I'm just, Christina Lynn, thank you so much. Christina Lynn, of course, is a freelance editor and proofreader who worked on Wraith of God.
Yes.
And is working on my projects right now as soon as I get them to her. But could the chimp win against Cocaine Bear? I'm telling you, I'm going to watch that movie. I'm going to watch that movie. Hail the mods. They deserve it and work hard. Sure they do. They do, I guess. Look at that. Kevin Thomas. I watched Jaws last night. You can never watch Jaws too much.
No.
You know what else you can never watch too much of?
What? Bigfoot videos.
Bigfoot videos. You walked right in that almost like you're at rehearsal.
This is our rehearsal.
Pretty much. Okay, so I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to do this because we know we have young children up waiting for this. And then we'll do the flat files after that. What we like to do on this segment is show you really bad Bigfoot videos so that we can continue to prove to you that he doesn't exist. We're going to start bad, but the last one's not too bad. It's pretty good. So we'll take a look at the very first one here, and we'll have a little commentary as we go along. So don't blink. You might miss something. Probably not, but let's get that on. All right. Okay, this is particularly horrible, Shelley. This is clearly a dude in like a jumpsuit, like you'd wear to like fix your car, overall kind of.
Oh, they're saying.
Yeah, this is Bigfoot, and he's wearing shoes.
How can you tell?
You can just look at his feet and tell me the guy's not wearing shoes.
Tiny and in the dark. Oh,
look at this. What does that look like to you?
Guy
wearing a jumpsuit,
yeah,
staggering around like a doofus. He's wearing shoes. And you should hear the commentary on this, which you can't because I don't want to get struck.
Yeah.
But he's talking about, well, this is clearly something unnatural. And I'm like, unnatural? It's a drunk mechanic.
Drunk mechanic.
Okay.
Okay.
This is why I have trouble. This is why I'm so cynical. Okay. People are putting this stuff out there and going, look at my Bigfoot video. Go, that is your dad walking around at night.
It's your dad who lost a bet.
Okay. This comes all the way from the European continent.
Ooh, okay.
This is, I think, like either in Russia or Ukraine or someplace like that. So you know it's fake. But had to take a look at this one.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
There it is. Okay, so this is it's a video. Oops. It's a video, but it's just a video of still pictures.
Oh.
Are you trying to tell me that is not a guy in a bad costume? Because if you're trying to tell me that, Shelley, I'm not going to believe you. That is a guy in a bad costume with a bad haircut. Look at that.
Well,
but when the guy claims, though, and the video, he's saying, well, this guy's never made a dime off these photographs. And I go, don't blame him. They suck. Who'd pay money for these? But that doesn't mean he's not faking it and, showing them around to try to get attention. Mm. What does Geek Avenger think about all this? Bigfoot lives in the Olympia rainforest. Okay. Olympic rainforest. Okay. All right. I'm behind. Shoot. Get caught up. Get caught up, girl. Did I miss that 1999 one? I don't want to make sure I didn't miss that. No, we got Paul. Okay. Thank you again, Paul, for that 1999. Geek, thank you for that $2 and the information on where Bigfoot lives. If you know where he lives, I would appreciate you getting a clear picture of him so that you could prove it to me.
Do that for us. That'd be great.
There it is right there. Past Master Dan, Bigfoot tow and repair. That's exactly what it was. My 8-year-old agrees, not Bigfoot.
All right, well, maybe on this next one.
Well, let me catch up. See, you're always about pushing forward in the chat. And so now I'm trying to get caught up in the chat. And now you're trying to get me off the show. What's it going to be, Shelley? The chat?
Stuff to do. Let's go.
See, if she's in rehearsal, she'd know the show is long. This guy looks like the Big from the Hulk episode in the 70s. All right. Okay. Now this is interesting. This is another, it starts off like a scene from Psycho, but then turns into just a still photograph. This is apparently the skunk ape. Now, I can't verify that this was actually taken by Kelsey Shannon, but there it is. You see him in there?
Mm.
See that guy right there?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the people that took this photograph, I think this is in Florida or LSU or a part of LSU or Louisiana, and they're saying that they thought it was an orangutan that escaped from the zoo or something like that. I just think it's fake. I think the whole thing is fake. That's what I think.
But he's smiling.
He is. So he's a happy skunk ape. But the guy on the narration was saying that usually a skunk ape will be, the precursor will be this really just horrible smell, like dead skunk and all that kind of stuff. And they did not report having that smell. So he's, not sure if it's a skunk ape or what it is.
Gotcha.
But I'm telling you, I'm going with fake.
I'm going to go with a lawn decoration ornament.
Well, how often?
Just hit the light just right.
How often do orangutans escape from the zoo and make it to your backyard? I mean, they can't happen a lot.
And never be on the news.
That's right. So, fake. All right, now here's the good one.
Okay.
Kevin Thomas says, just Kelsey going out for his pack of smokes. Oh, no, Jimmy. Okay, it's confirmed my ex was a skunk ape. Ouch. Oh, my goodness. Aaron Jordan, 9th Key Gaming. Gotta love the skunk ape. Howdy, y'all. Hey, thanks for joining us. You guys, if you're new here and have not liked and subscribed, we beg for your attention. Please like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot.
Beg?
So I'm told. I'm begging.
Okay.
Someone bought that as Spirit Halloween and are trying to get their money's worth. Absolutely. Oh no, that's terrible. Star Wars girl just for shaving. That is awful. I hope she's not watching.
I'll take it off then. There you go.
The glowing eyes prove it's an alien, not Bigfoot. Exactly. All right, now get a load of this one. This is our final one of the day, but I kind of like this one, although I still don't believe it, but I do kind of like it. Let's mute that and we'll go forward. Now watch this. Okay, let me try that again. There we go.
Oh, he's sad. Looking down.
Alone. But I mean, you have to admit that's a pretty good costume. You know, he's now, of course, the guy on the thing is saying, on the video is saying, "Oh, well, it's got to be real because look how big he is." Okay, padding. We have nothing in frame to let us actually know how tall this thing is. He's got a big booty on him. So I'm guessing foam rubber padding in the butt, maybe some humps on the back to make, but you know, that's pretty good. Don't you think?
I think it's pretty good.
Okay. Now here's the problem, Shelley.
Tell me.
You're videotaping this, right? What do you notice about this videotape? It's like 2 seconds long. Why wouldn't you be videotaping this creature walking and walking and walking? Why would you just give us this?
I would run. So
well, but why would you just give us this 2 second snippet?
I don't know.
Because it's fake. That's why. Because
I forgot that part.
Because the longer you show it, the more it's going to fall apart.
Gotcha.
So when you have a great video like that, it's very clear and actually a pretty decent costume. You can't see the face real well, but the pretty decent costume. You'd think you'd want to maximize it a little bit, but by the very fact that he's not maximizing his time on screen makes me think fake. But that was pretty good though, didn't you think?
Yeah,
that was one of the better ones.
And it was still so like if it was real and they were freaking out with the camera being moving to. I don't know. Just saying.
Well, I don't know. You see the fake ones, and the people shake it so much that you can't see what's going on. And people like this are like, "Oh, I'm very calm. Look at this giant monster coming out." Oh my gosh!
Look what I just found.
Yeah. So, let's see this. If you give someone lots of steroids in the woods, that could happen. That's the face of Bigfoot that found out that Aaron didn't believe in him. Mm-hmm.
He's very sad. He's so sad.
That was Bigfoot's TikTok. So he had to have like a little short video of it. Right? He has his own page. Am I jealous? I might be.
Maybe.
Sequential Treasures says Bigfoot has junk in the trunk. He does indeed. He had a big booty.
Big booty.
And Wolverine's like, that one actually does look really good, though. I think it is. I do too. It's one of the better ones I found. But anyway, still not anywhere near enough to convince me of anything. Hall Comics wants to know, is Bigfoot culture furry culture? I hope not. I don't think it is. It might be, though. Aaron, Kelsey is too majestic to be filmed longer than 2 seconds.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, that's not nice. Whoopi Goldberg's streaking. I'm going to take that down. That's not nice.
It's true. I believe that before Bigfoot.
Brian, suddenly old. Bigfoot is from the fourth dimension and disappears when looked at for too long. I've heard that before.
What about fourth dimension?
Yeah, and that they can like, what do you call it? They can materialize. Yeah,
there we go.
That's how they never get seen. My stance is that someone would have found a carcass of a dead one by now if they were real. Yes, absolutely they would. Mm-hmm. And they're telling us that they're everywhere. They're skunk apes in the bayou. They're on the East Coast or on the West Coast. They're in Europe. Come on. It's not just one traveling around. And like I mentioned before, none of the photos ever look the same. You see a black bear. Black bears pretty much look the same, but Bigfoot, someone said, well, it's diversity. And I said, you're probably right, but I would like to see my Bigfoots a little consistent. And I'm not seeing that at all.
We'll put that order out there.
Yeah. Thoughts on Bigfoot and Wild Boy? Is it 10 out of 10 or 11 out of 10? I'm not sure I understand the question. The scientific term is skedaddle. I like that. That's good. Yeah. Colin says, thanks for the fake Bigfoots and good night.
Good night. And
good night. Anyway, so that's our Bigfoot adventure for today. And I'd like to remind everybody that those will continue until I find the evidence I need to convince me that Bigfoot is real. Because when I was a kid, I wanted Bigfoot to be real so bad. And now I'm just a cynical old man and I want proof, darn it.
Sorry.
In fact, I want to hire somebody to do my own Bigfoot video and see how much mileage I can get out of it.
Okay. Good luck.
Get back to me on that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to get back to you on that. I'm going to get back to you on this.
Ooh, it's hot.
Yeah, no, we got a ways to go yet. Hang in there, Shelley. Hang in there with us.
I know. Oh, look.
Oh, she's getting flushed. Do you have to go take a Benadryl?
Be right back.
Shelley's going to take a Benadryl. Sometimes when she drinks of the alcohol, she gets a little allergic reaction going on there. She doesn't swell up, but she gets like red splotchiness. So she's going to go take a Benadryl. All right, I'm going to show you some artwork that I dug out of my flat files. Now check this out. This dates back to probably the mid 90s. I had just met Dale at a show in Australia, of all places, and he had hired me to, or him and his rep, the guy that was kind of managing his career at the time, to do some pit cards, some art for trading cards for his, and I did a couple of them. And I did this because I ran into, also at this show was Mark Silvestri. And Mark started talking to me, and he's like, and I just finished up Sludge at Malibu and was kind of looking to get into, Marvel or DC. And he said, don't work for Marvel and DC, come and work for me. And I was like, okay, I was very excited. So he gave me a number. He said, call me when you get back to the States. I'm like, yeah, great. So I did this drawing kind of, to let him know I could, I might be able to do something sort of imagey, right? And so I called, and I can't remember the guy that was running the studio for him. And I said, yeah, Mark Silvestri told me to call you guys. I met him at the show. He saw my stuff, told me to call you. And he was like, yeah, we don't really know why he does that. He does that all the time, but we really don't have any work for you. Sorry. So that was the end of that. But so I did this on what we like to call tracing paper. You can see it's starting to age and get a little yellowish. But yeah, so that was my attempt at kind of being Dale Keown there. I think Pitt's hands need to be considerably bigger. But, for a guy early in his career, not too shabby. Shelley, what do you think?
I already said it was super cool.
Oh, okay. I'm just
I have my glasses in there.
Andino, very complimentary, says looks terrible. Thank you so much, Andino. Appreciate that. Geek Avengers, I feel foolish for being surprised by it being Aaron's birthday. Well, it's not something I advertise, especially the older I get, the less advertising I get. Matt Barr says looks very imagey. Well, that was kind of the idea I was trying. Thanks for joining us, by the way, Matt. Now, here's something that doesn't look imagey that was sitting actually right near it. This, I did a portfolio in the, we're still in Hillsborough. What would that have been? Late 90s?
Late 90s.
Yeah. It was called Weird Worlds or something like that. And
it's your Kit Carter poster.
And I did, this is basically, I think, the very first Kit Carter I did. It was going to be there was all black and white prints in the portfolio except for one color print. Now, what happened here was, like a dummy, this is watercolor paper, but like a dummy, I used non-waterproof ink, Shelley. Now, why would someone do that if you're going to paint it?
Dork.
Exactly. And so what I did then was I sprayed it with fixative that workable fixative, right? That you're supposed to be able to paint over. Well, it gave it a kind of a texture that I didn't like. If you want to take a look, see if you can see on her thigh, for example. See how it's kind of speckly?
Yeah.
There you go. You can see it really well now.
Yep.
That's probably not the best shot to be. We'll go like that. And so it kind of bugged me. I didn't like the texture, so I quit doing it. But now, after years of looking at it, I don't mind it as much. But anyway, I redid the whole thing with watercolor ink, and then colored it, and painted it, and but this never got finished. But you can see, kind of got the Frazetta thing going on here. You've got first appearance of Merv the Astro Chimp, who did not go nuts and tear her arms and face off. Some lizard things going on down here. I printed up, I think, like 25 of these portfolios in total, so they don't I mean, some people have them, but they don't really have them like laying around or anything. But it was like, me trying to bring back the 70s, which I constantly am doing, whether through rock and roll or my art. It's just,
It's just who you are.
Yeah. So I want to get back to doing more painting. I always say that, but it just seems
Yes,
like I
you
never
do.
have time because I'm always doing comic book work. But anyway, so I found this and I thought, that's kind of cool. It sort of gives you an idea of, not even half done, but kind of what, and you can probably barely see in here what I did. This has got a light blue hue on it. So I'd coat the page with whatever my base or background complementary color will be. And I usually work in orange blue complementaries because I think it's the most satisfying for me. And so I would do this in light blue and then paint over the top of that. In the background, it had all sorts of colors and stuff. I think Jim Reed bought the original, the secondary one from this, and then he sold it, and I gave him grief for selling it.
Oh, I bet he did.
He's like, I can't keep everything forever. No,
It's true.
It's true. Anyway, there you go. So some that's, Shelley, is what are in my flat files
Cool.
today. And there we are, back on camera.
Though, Benadryl makes me tired. Not that fast, but yeah.
Merv is considered a small foot or a little Bigfoot.
Little Bigfoot.
That's right. She's been putting the lotion on the skin. Yeah, it's smoothed out over the years. The monkey oh my gosh. I think they have cream for that. Hubba hubba.
Goodness.
Merv is checking out her butt.
Smart.
Wolverine, the speckling actually doesn't look too bad for and it doesn't.
It reminded me of my skin, and I don't like it.
Bug dick. Uh-oh, he's saying space herpes though.
I don't have that.
Um,
I think there's a shot for that though.
Yeah, see, that's just
True.
But then no, it looks like a rash. See, once again,
Little eczema, space eczema.
Little toothy. Anyway, so no, I'm not going to read it, Andino. Quit trying to sneak that stuff in on me. Okay, so Shelley. This is a specially prepared Precious Moments just for you.
Okay.
It kind of fits thematically. I think you'll really dig it.
All right.
So everybody watch the screens. Here's our Precious Moments for this week.
Okay. It wasn't precious at all.
As some of you may or may not know, that's Shelley's perhaps her least favorite movie of all time.
That's, I mean, like
Dark Crystal.
Movies I don't like, and then way down below the house would be, that wasn't precious at all. That's yuck.
Those were, of course, the Skeksis having dinner.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
We
what?
Josh and I,
I'm leaving.
My son Josh,
watched
the Netflix show, and we spread out over several weeks. I don't know, it was like 10 or 12 episodes. Every time we were watching it, he would come over and we'd watch, like Sunday afternoon or something. Shelley would walk downstairs and just like, and I'd
turn around
every time,
walk away.
Josh got me the movie poster.
I know, and he got me a little podling
for Dark
with a spoon.
He did. He got him podling with a wooden spoon.
And I beat him with the spoon.
She did.
No, it was only like that.
But it was that's good times to be had by all though, except Shelley. Look at this. Point Blank says this had me hiding behind the couch as a kid.
Yeah.
Christine says I never saw Dark Crystal, but I loved Labyrinth when I was in high school.
Don't do it.
Dark Crystal is more gross because it has
do it.
Gross creatures, but the puppetry in it is so spectacular. I didn't even care when I went and saw that. I think it was 1980 when that came out. Might have been 82. No, I think it was 80. But anyway, I just by the artistry of the puppet making and I didn't even care if the movie was any good. I don't particularly like the film. I don't think it's a great film, but the character designs and just the execution,
No.
really wonderful.
Mm-mm.
I think you
No.
should. I think you should reconsider.
No.
Are you Gelfling? No, I'm not Gelfling. Of course, that's a line from the movie. Are you
Oh.
Gelfling?
No.
Evil One says Dark Crystal, Jim Henson's favorite work.
No.
It was spectacular.
You
I
know.
mean, visually, it's a spectacular thing, and
It's
it just
disgusting.
no 40%
All right,
Zed does not.
moving right along.
Okay. All right. I think that was fun. I think we should
You
watch
think
it.
it was fun?
Should we watch it
Oh,
again?
good. No. I don't think so. I don't think so.
All right. Here's the thing, Shelley.
What?
A lot of people
Mm-hmm.
tune in to watch you eat.
No.
Right.
No, actually, they don't turn.
The sugar diabetes. All right, what's next?
It's not the diabetes. It's the sugar.
The sugar diabetes.
Now, I'll tell you, there's something exciting though that I got to show you guys. If I can just share it for a second.
Gosh, I've never seen this before.
This is the cover to a book that I did for a Norwegian publisher and Denmark, I believe. No, is it Sweden? I can't remember. He's probably mad at me now just for mixing it up. Called A New Exodus.
Oh.
And it was an 8-page story.
Mm-hmm.
I conceived it, wrote it, illustrated it. It's actually pretty good. Kind of a dystopian future kind of thing, because he was doing this anthology book of sci-fi stories.
Mm-hmm.
And this was to be published in this. I believe I did this pre-COVID. Don't you think about it? Doesn't that seem right?
Absolutely.
And so it's been a while. And I finally have an update.
That you know nothing, right?
I have no idea what's going on. He hadn't talked to him. I keep forgetting to email him. It's a point of importance to me to email him and find out, because I'm going to publish it if he's not going to, because it's actually pretty good. But I keep forgetting. But I just remind you, it's still there.
Okay.
It's floating out there on the Ethernet.
It's still there.
It's floating out there on the Ethernet.
Ethernet.
You know, when Shelley watches The Dark Crystal,
Help! I'm being repressed!
that's kind of how she feels.
Totally.
Totally. But what did you do with your podling that
I think
Josh gave it to you?
Well,
did you bring it to school with you?
I did. And all the kids were like, what is that? It was cute. But I think it's now in the car. I haven't unpacked my car in like, I don't know, year and a half.
Is it back there like a moldy potato?
A what?
A moldy potato.
No.
Let me, before we get to Shelley's intelligence, let me take just
hurry, because Benadryl's kicking in.
Let me take a quick break to remind everybody that I actually do have a live campaign called Wraith of God Blood Hunters on Indiegogo right now. The link to that campaign is in the description of this video. And let's take a look at the video that I paid huge money for to put on that site. So if nothing else, go to the site to check out the video. Does have a hard rockabilly feel to it. I don't know where he gets the music. I just hired the guy to do the videos. I tell him kind of what I want, and he puts it together and does a tremendous job. Yeah, the great thing about this, it's the last commercial of the night. It's 100 pages, $25 for 100 pages, Shelley. You get a 50-plus page Wraith of God story, which I'm working on right now. 18-page Garbage Man story.
Yeah.
So Garbage Man returns. The nightclub. Is there a connection between the Wraith and the nightclub?
Might be.
You're going to find out. And then in this, and then also the big bonus, 15 pages of Kit Carter.
Nice.
Galactic Ranger, who's right behind us. You can see she's right behind Shelley's head there. There she is, pointing her gun right at you. People have been bugging me for years to do Kit Carter, so we're gonna put some in here, and then possibly the Kit Carter graphic novel could be following shortly.
Cool.
Evil One says the trailer was worth the money. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I like it.
Okay. So Shelley knows stuff. We all know that Shelley knows stuff, but the question is every week, what exactly does Shelley know and which stuff doesn't she know? Let's find out. This is a little bit like a game show, except you win nothing.
I win nothing.
Except the adoration of the fan base and me for if you can just like surprise me.
Okay.
With unexpected knowledge, like how well you knew the solar system that one time.
Oh my gosh. I knew it so well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Started a whole trend of foul mouthery because of that. Okay, we're going to start easy and we'll work our way up, see how she does. I'm going to, it is, here we go.
Okay.
I'm going to show you a picture.
Yes.
I want you to identify the
Muppet.
Muppet.
Do the Shelley Knows What? You didn't do one?
Shelley Knows What?
Where's the Shelley Knows Muppets?
I just ran it. Where were you? Were you asleep?
I was high for a minute there. Sorry.
Okay, so let's go back in time.
Sorry. What
we like to do on this show is find out what Shelley knows. Let's see what Shelley knows.
I have zero recollection that you played that.
You guys,
I think I might have had a
please,
stroke.
people in the chat,
did I have a stroke?
Please verify the fact that I played that not once, but now twice.
Wow. I was on my laptop.
And there it goes.
Oh.
We were
Uranus is my planet. Seriously, zero recollection that you played that. Wow.
That planet has 2% methane. There you go. Uranus is in. Here we go. See, I shouldn't have said anything. Shouldn't have said anything. Woo!
Okay, let's pretend that I didn't have a stroke. And wow.
Jimmy is on my side. Said you did play it.
Wow.
Shelley, you did. You strobed out. You're just like, what is going on? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a picture. I'm going to put the picture on the screen. Everybody can see it.
Okay.
I prefer you not to cheat, but I know you're going to cheat anyway.
Okay.
Look at everybody is on my side.
I have no idea where I was.
There it is. Uranus is the god of the underworld.
The underwear world. Okay. Let's do this before I really stroke out.
Okay. We shouldn't be joking about stuff like that.
I know, but I think I was on my laptop.
Shelley's in a Benadryl and Fireball haze.
Wow.
Okay. We'll start off, like I said, we'll start off easy.
So weird.
And then we'll go from there.
All right.
So here's your first Muppet. I need you to identify for me. Shelley, can you tell me who this is?
Kermit
the
Frog.
Thank you very much. We want full names here if you can do it.
Okay. Middle name and everything?
No, but you know, it's Kermit the Frog. It's not just Kermit. I mean, of course his name is Kermit, but you know. Okay. Probably should get this one, but you know, take your time. Don't I want to make sure you're actually seeing this.
Oh, it's Fozzie the Bear.
There you go. Or actually Fozzie Bear, I think is probably the correct.
Oh, Fozzie Bear. Okay.
Yeah, I
think one of his middle name.
See, the Benadryl is, and the Fireball really is kicking in now. And the show's just starting. It's really getting good now. Okay, so those are, those aren't hard. Okay. Right? This one's a little, you're going to have to think. You're going to have to think, but you should get this.
Yes.
Okay, who do we got?
Rizzo the Rat.
Excellent. Now Rizzo,
he didn't carry the plague, not even once.
Look at you go. We became very accustomed to watching a couple of Muppet movies. One, which was Muppet Treasure Island, and then Muppets from Space, which were the two big ones at our house when the kids were little. And of course, Rizzo was one of the. He usually hosted. For you ladies. Doing bench press. So. He became one of our household favorites.
So I'm 3 for 3.
You're doing good.
All right.
They get a little tougher. They get a little tougher. Get a little tougher as we go along here. Now, this guy also co-hosted a Muppet Christmas Carol with Rizzo.
It's Gonzo. The Great.
You even got the great part. Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, admittedly, those are the
major characters, right?
It's, okay.
I have a feeling you're going to ask me the one I don't know. Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Now, this guy became my favorite.
Yes.
He actually had a pretty big role in Muppets from Space. If you remember him saying, Doctor. Who is this, Shelley?
Well, didn't he say he was like a king prawn or something?
Yeah, what's his name? I'm a prawn, don't you know?
That doesn't help me. Hair dryer. I don't know.
Daniel Russell's got it.
Jacques?
No.
That's what it says. Oh.
It's a shock. Come on, Maroni.
Pepe. No, I wouldn't have got it ever.
Pepe. Now, I was at San Diego.
Yes.
I got the finger out, so you know it's serious.
It's serious.
I was at San Diego, and they had like I don't know if it wasn't Heritage, but they had some movie auction thing going on, right? Movie memorabilia stuff. And they had an original Pepe in the auction.
Wow.
I don't know what it ended up going for, but oh my gosh, if I could have got that. But I would have had to have like royalty money or something that never has really existed for us to kind of
just that one time.
Like yeah, but that was minor league stuff compared to what Image Guys and stuff were getting. Oof. I mean, they were getting life-changing money. We were getting bill-paying money.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's Pepe. So you cheated, so I can't give you that one. But you get half of it. You didn't know he's a prawn, so that's something. All right, here we go.
Okay.
He also has a Geico commercial.
Animal. That one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the Muppet Bohemian Rhapsody video?
Yes.
Well, I know you have. I'm asking them. Because if you haven't, check it out on YouTube. Muppet Bohemian Rhapsody. You'll thank me forever. Oh my gosh.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know, but I have a little gas problem there. So sorry about that. You've done really well.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, but now it's going to get a little bit tougher. It's gonna get a little bit tougher.
I don't know this one.
Now think when they were doing roll call.
Yeah.
In Muppet Treasure Island.
It's not Dead Tom. It's not really Dead Tom.
No. There's Old Tom. Really Old Tom, and then Dead Tom.
I said Dead Tom. Really Dead Tom. Okay.
Yep. Maroni's got it.
Yeah. Sweetums.
That's
correct. I got it.
Yeah. ABA or Surge says now the real test begins. Puddin'? No.
Puddin'.
That's cute, but no.
Sweetums.
Wait a minute here. The Muppet Beastie Boy video is awesome. Oh, I haven't seen that. I'm going to check that out. So you guys check out Bohemian Rhapsody. I'll check out the Beastie Boy Muppet video. Yeah, this is Sweetums. Now, do you remember?
No.
We we're at Disneyland. Or was it Disney World? We went to the Muppet Theater.
Yeah.
To see the Muppet Show.
Mm-hmm.
And Sweetums was running around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was like Sweetums. All right, this is one of your all-time faves.
Oh,
again from, if you recall, from Muppet Treasure Island.
You're handsome. You're beautiful.
You're handsome. You're beautiful.
Not a clue.
Oh, I am so disappointed.
I am too. Wait.
Remember, he says his name in the roll call and he goes, huh? I
haven't watched it in so long.
Best character on the show in this movie.
Yeah, I got his line. No, they don't have it either.
Sweetums smokes like a freight train. People are looking it up right now. All right, here. Are you ready?
Yeah. What is it?
Old Tom. Really Old Tom. Dead Tom. Clueless Morgan.
Clueless Morgan. That's right.
Clueless
Dang
Morgan.
it.
Huh?
Daniel got it.
There we
Dang
go.
it.
Osama. Daniel Russell wins it.
Nice. Clueless Morgan.
Looks like an Art to Bear puppet. Ooh.
Handsome.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
The forgettable. Oh, come on. He was not forgettable. That was Clueless Morgan.
Clueless
Well, he was.
Morgan.
he did
Now that you
forget.
say it, I'm like, yeah, but I wouldn't have got it. Should have let me said something like, you should watch Muppet Treasure Island.
Clueless Morgan, one of our
Okay.
favorites.
Dang it.
All right. Now this one's tough.
Oh, great.
Well, we want to end on a power
Oh
note.
my gosh. I don't know.
Okay, you're not supposed to say that
Oh.
until now you go,
I'm gonna call him Woodstock. I don't know.
Now, he's the leader of the band.
Right.
Plays the piano. I think he's a spider, isn't he? Got multiple arms.
Oh.
If I give you part of it, could it help?
Probably not, but
Dr.
he says teeth, but teeth.
That is correct. It is Dr. Teeth.
I would have never got it. Look
Look
you
at all-
guys are
everybody
so
got it.
smart.
Get that. Daniel Russell, Baggins the Banshee, Wolverine, Pastmaster
All
Dan,
better
Jerry
than
Roscoe,
me.
Angela Curry, Kevin Thomas, and Maroney. Dr. Teeth is the guy we were looking for there, Shelley.
Yeah.
So basically, did you get Sweetums or did you cheat?
Sucked. Oh no, I didn't get sweeps.
Okay, so no,
I only
there
got
was
like 4.
no. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9. You
I
missed
got
3.
4.
Oh, you missed the last 3 is all, and you got half a point on Peppy. Okay,
Oh,
yeah, so you got
okay,
5 and a
I see.
half.
That's
So
still. Is there retakes?
yeah,
That's what I hear all the time.
Dan Fogelberg's dad. Wow, that is like
Way out there.
because I know who Dan
Oh,
Fogelberg is,
man.
but wow, even the blind guy in the chat got it, Shelley. That is,
Yeah.
you know what?
What?
Stuff like that pisses Shelley off.
Oh,
And
I was.
I get the
Give me the
annoying
jellyfish.
jellyfish in there. Yeah. In fact, Shelley is.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore. I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore.
That was
that
an accident.
again.
And then, of
Mhm.
course, she's feeling.
Help! Help! I'm being repressed.
I am. I'm being Benadryl too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Am I
I don't
less
know.
splotchy? I think maybe a little bit.
yeah, I think so. It's a good look.
Oh, it's a really good, especially in the side. It just right.
See, leader of the band. That's the Dan Fogelberg
Right.
reference. I said he was the leader. That's the song, leader of the band. Remember that? Yeah. Shelley named the puppets from Farscape. That would be.
I don't even know
I'm
what
very-
Farscape
Yeah, I
is.
was gonna say it's probably a no on that
it'd
one.
be negative.
Come see the violence inherent in the
Inherent
system.
system. Yep.
Absolutely.
I'm feeling better.
Well, Shelley,
I sucked again.
no, that's fine.
You just let me know and then I could study. At least I let my students study before I give them a test on stuff they don't know.
rehearsal.
Rehearsal. If I showed up to rehearsal, maybe.
I want people to know at home that it takes hours
He does spend a lot of
to
time.
put this show together.
And usually I'm napping.
It actually takes longer to put the show together than the
He
show
does for
actually
the show.
runs. So,
He
and
does put a lot of work into it.
then I say, Shelley, I think I got it
And then
ready.
I
You want to
walk
come in? Let's
in.
go through rehearsal. And she's like,
I don't need to rehearse. That's what I tell him.
no,
I
it's
don't need to rehearse.
it's really more like it's more like this.
Nighty night.
I got to tell you that after Thursday teaching,
Wiped her out.
I was so tired. Well, and
Well-
I sat a lot too. It was like in the second class.
In the second class?
Second.
Second, okay.
Okay, the first class, I felt okay. And we were talking about momentum, and I had my team teacher person on a skateboard, and I was pushing him, and then we were talking about what happens if I run at him the other way, and it was just all demo, and then I got to AP physics, and I was like, oh, I don't think I can get out of this chair.
Yeah.
And so I
So I had
did.
to wheel you around.
But we were only just doing like forces.
Well, yeah, but
So it was not a
the
big deal,
thing
but
is, she
I
was
tired.
okay. But
What?
seriously,
Yeah.
Want it over here? No,
No,
here.
over there.
Seriously.
Yeah.
What Shelley really she was a little disappointed in her class. They just didn't seem to be on the ball, and this is what she said to me when she came home.
So nearly perfect. If you only had a living brain.
Oh no, they were so proud, all the stuff they learned. And I was asking them, like, had each table group come up with the definition for momentum, and then they were so proud they used like inertia and force, and it was really good. It was fun, but I'm sure the honeymoon will be over tomorrow when I get there.
Well, it's once you get back in there and start cracking the whip and making people do work, then it's like you're no longer, oh, we're so glad to see you.
But their faces were so cute. Yep. P equals MV. And they wanted YP, and I go, I don't know. Couldn't use M. Momentum equals mass times velocity. I don't think so.
How Comics knows it up. I'm going to get you, rabbit. Yep. That's my favorite Bugs Bunny cartoon, and that's why I have so many clips from it. And I want to run one more clip just because I love it so much. Well, I love it so much.
Come, Rudolph. There is a rat loose in the castle, Rudolph. Return him to me, and I shall reward you with a spider goulash.
He's very happy he's getting a spider goulash. I have that action figure.
For dinner.
Oops. Well, okay, here's
pizza
the thing.
And
if
chocolate
I may,
cake.
If
you may. You may.
That may very well be
I know.
It's for dinner. Except you ate the pizza for lunch. So
I had one slice.
I know, but there's not enough for.
There's enough for me.
Well, I guess I'm on a diet. Here's the thing. It was my birthday yesterday.
Yes.
Some people may be aware of that. I don't know if you're aware of that or not.
Did we tell you that? I don't know.
And I had to make dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go buy my own cake.
Mm-hmm. I had to ask the lady to write happy birthday on it.
Somebody owes me dinner, I think. That seems reasonable. Does that not seem reasonable?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I know what you want, and you're not getting a blue cheeseburger from Burgerville.
They don't have them anymore.
Good.
They're now the sassy burger, which I'm going to get for you.
Ooh.
So yeah, I don't know. I could get Chinese food or something maybe.
If you want.
You can totally MSG out. So you can pile on Benadryl, Fireball, and MSG. And you will just be raging.
I'll definitely have a stroke.
Yeah, raging crazy.
Headache, rash. Nice.
So yeah, and I had some Mentum and bought some Momentum. Orange chicken. Everybody loves orange chicken.
Mm-hmm. Beef broccoli.
Dodge, parry, thrust, boing, boing. That, of course, he's referring to Robin Hood Daffy.
Oh,
I had to think for a second.
There you did.
That's something I've been asking myself, because people would always say, oh yeah, I want to get the Gossamer action figure. Do you see that cartoon with Gossamer? And I go, it's not Gossamer, it's Rudolph. They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, go back to the 1941 or 42 cartoon, and he's Rudolph. And then he became Gossamer. I don't know.
Nice.
Probably because they thought Gossamer was funnier. The name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's actually funnier when you call him Gossamer than he would be if he was called Rudolph.
I don't know.
But I do know that he likes spider goulash, and I think that is
spider goulash.
The cake is a lie. Cake always speaks truth.
Happy birthday.
No, I'm really a pie guy. I came
it's
this
so
close.
funny though that you asked the lady to write it for you. It was very festive. She did a good job.
It was pathetic, but I did it anyway, and I was kind of laughing to myself.
It was good.
I said, "Can you write happy birthday in there?" And she goes, "Yeah," because there was like, as you can see, there wasn't a big space in there because they had the what do you call them, ganache things with the raspberries in it, and so they had a very small space to operate in. And I said, "Can you write happy birthday in there?" She goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Could you write happy birthday, Aaron, in there? Do you think there's enough room?"
It would have been funnier if she'd written ERIN.
No, I said it's AARON. She goes, "Okay." She goes, "Well, I'll give it a shot." I said, "That's all you can do."
That's all you can do.
And she pulled it off.
And
she
I
did a
thank
really good job.
Hi, my name is Aaron.
I tipped her.
Would you tip her? Shall I not take any wood nickels?
That's exactly what I told her, because he said, "You're not going to get any real ones from me." He's right about that. Kids now, they edit those because they're too violent. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Oh,
since this one's a spider goulash violent. Wait a second here. It's from a video game. The insane AI offers to give the main character played by you some chocolate cake. Oh, I see.
Oh,
wait a minute. Wasn't that a thing in Jumanji? Where he couldn't eat cake or he'd blow up?
I don't know.
Well, the Jumanji remake. Are you kidding me? We've watched it like 100 times. Kevin Hart. Remember, he can't have, if he has cake, he'll blow up or something. Isn't that?
I remember.
Holy crap. I'm just going to do the show by myself from now on.
Okay.
Dinner was good. You still on? I know, not for much longer. I like pie better too. Never been a big fan of cake. Cherry pie, pecan pie is where it's at. I'm a big pie fan. I really am, because it's fruity and it's delicious. And it almost feels like you're eating something healthy.
Almost.
I'm eating fruit.
I'm having fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he was allergic to cake.
Well, there
Thank you.
Go.
I can't believe you don't
just
remember that. How many times have we seen that movie?
You know how many drugs have gone through my brain in the last 6 months?
She's got a
all
point.
All of them.
She's got a point. Okay. Well, guys, that's pretty much all we got. Shelley is like kicking me under the table going, I gotta go lay down. I gotta get out of here.
Benadryl.
Yeah. It was probably that fireball, the Benadryl. But I do want to say a couple of things before we go.
All right.
One, be sure to tune in for Comicsgate Kings Monday nights. That would be tomorrow
Monday night? Oh, Kings, yeah. Duh.
And then Tuesday night is the Professionals, will be hosted by Art Taber just hosted. So is it Billy? Billy Tucci's hosting Tuesday.
Ding, ding, ding.
Now, here's the big thing. It's the hottest new show on YouTube, and I am not joking. We've been calling it Graybeard's Draw Stream, but is now becoming Graybeard's Studio. And I'll tell you why, because someone named Mike Miller, who's a bit of a pot stirrer, as we all know, sort of underhandedly accused me of ripping off his Drawn and Quartered show. And I said, no, no, that's not what we're doing. We're not doing it because it's not a competition. Now, Mike put a poll without my consent, put a poll in there to determine who the victor was, and then kind of said, oh, it's kind of like Drawn and Quartered. And I go, you just made it like Drawn and Quartered. Kelsey Shannon brought something up and said, early on, he said, I like doing these streams because it's like hanging out in a studio with guys and just kind of drawing. And that's what I want it to be, is this like studio environment where the three of us, David Williams, Kelsey Shannon as Sasquatch, and me, the host, we do a drawing every week and we have a category. I'm going to post the poll for you to choose a category for us to draw from. This will be Wednesday at 1:00. The show will be Pacific time, so don't miss it. We're getting huge viewership, and it's a lot of fun, and the art that's being produced is really, really phenomenal. The choice this week, Shelley, are you ready? Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Is between the Johnny Quest universe or the Hanna-Barbera superhero universe or the Hanna-Barbera humor universe, which would be like Flintstones,
right?
Scooby-Doo, that type of thing. Yeah.
I just want to bring out like, artists drawing. Did he create was that his original idea?
Well, he's just messing with me. Mike's messing with me.
Mike, don't make me come over there.
But but I don't want it to be a competition because I want it to be an inspirational thing where we're fun. And there'll be some trash talking because there always is. We can't avoid it.
Well,
and you guys in the chat, you can say whatever you want. If you think I'm the best, you can say it. I recommend
say it. We won't even
much as you want.
Stand in your way.
Anybody else? Maybe I might be offended because I'm hosting the show, so I would hope that people would always pick me.
Yeah.
But there's going to be no official competition. It's just pushing each other to do really cool artwork, which you guys benefit from because you get to see it happen.
Stories.
Yes,
too.
Exactly, and talk about movies and TV and just.
So Graybeard Studios.
Yeah, so it's going to be Graybeard Studios, Graybeard Studio. Graybeard Studio. In fact, have you seen the intro for it?
No.
It's a short intro, but let me run it for you. And this is what we run at the beginning of the show. And where'd it go?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I deleted it because I had to change it. And
never mind.
Forget it. Creative Face says, you always win in my book.
Aww,
that's
so
the kind of support I need. Thank you so much. David says, always bet on black. And I say, unless you can bet on white. So we shall see. Shall see.
Yes.
Mike, if you have gray in your beard, that makes you an honorary member of
Give
the studio.
Edgar a little sweet kiss from me.
Herculoids, it's a possibility. So I'm going to put it out there because there's Johnny Quest. There's a lot of good possibilities. You got all the villains and stuff and the monsters, plus the main cast. And of course, the Hanna-Barbera superhero universe is great. And for those of you who want to really push us in a different direction, we could go the humor route with the Flintstones, and that could be really fun too. So whatever we end up with, you guys will decide. That poll goes up Monday. Also, I want to alert people that we are going to start an art contest for Wraith of God. And probably tomorrow, officially started. And I got to post something on the campaign page. So, but what it's going to be is, I'm not sure if it's going to end up being, if the winner will get in the book or if it'll be a trading card. It's going to be one of those two things.
Oh.
We'll just have to see how that plays out. But you will get $250 for your effort and published. So the winner will get it'll be up for probably, I don't know, 6 weeks, 2 months, something to give people plenty of time to work on something. And then we'll set up something where you can post it or email it to us, and we can then, take a look at them as they come in. And then, Shelley and I will, of course, be the final determining factor for that. So there's good, fun things happening. So I want to thank you guys for joining us. We couldn't do the show if you guys did not show up. And I want to thank you all for the birthday super chats. Unbelievable.
Oh, so
thank
nice.
you so much.
Yeah.
So kind of you guys. And
You guys are so funny.
so what was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say, you guys have a safe rest of your evening.
Yep.
Enjoy your week ahead. Stay positive. I'm energized for the new year, Shelley. There's stuff to do. I am. I really am.
There's stuff to do.
Turn
that's
the
for sure.
corner. Working on the book. It's getting done. Things are moving. And so we just appreciate you guys supporting not only the project, but supporting the channel. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you for joining us this evening, and we will see you guys